What's up, everyone? I am so happy to have my next guest on, Dawna Boot, for episode 8 of season 2. I cannot believe how fast this is flying by. It has been such a fun journey this far, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear her story because it is quite insane. So, how you doing, Dawna?
I'm good, Lindsay. How are you, honey? Thanks for having me on.
Oh, yes, girl. You needed to be on this podcast. You are an
Oh,
inspiration. Oh
oh,
man.
thank you. You're too kind. Right back at you.
Well, I got my latte ready, and I'm feeling the peppermint. I'm all about the peppermint today.
Mm,
So
a
this is what.
nice, like wintry mood. Yes. Hey.
Yes, yes. I mean, I can't have pumpkin like every day. You know what I mean? Like, oh, girl,
Gotta cut it
like,
off somewhere.
like, it's so bad. It's so cliche, but
That's
it's so
so
good.
good.
Oh yeah. Have you had the pumpkin
Right?
cold brew?
No. From Starbucks?
Oh no. Oh, I shouldn't have told you.
Uh-oh. Well,
Yes,
tomorrow
it
we're
is.
gonna give her a go.
It's a journey. I secretly very much like it.
Okay. All right. I'm always up to
Yeah.
try something new. I love it. I'll try it tomorrow.
Yes. Okay. So tell the people who you are, Dawna. Tell them, what you're all about.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dawna Boot, and I own a hair and makeup agency in Toronto called Dawna Boot Beauty. And we branched out into BC in January, just in time for COVID. So things are slowing down a little bit in BC and Toronto. It's been a journey, but it's we've been in the industry. I've been in the industry for I've been doing makeup since I was 18. I'm 35, so it's been a long time. But Dawna Boot Beauty started almost 5 years ago. So we are a team of 7 in Toronto and building in BC. And we do a lot of bridal, special events, red carpet, celebrity clientele. It's awesome. It's really fun.
I love it. I love it. What made you get into it when you were 18?
Okay, so you know what? I think I was into it like literally like coming out the womb. Like my mom has photos of me when I was a toddler, like just into her stuff, full makeup. She used to get phone calls from school where they'd be like, your daughter's wearing makeup to school. And she's like, I know. It's okay. She loves it. So I always had a passion for it, but like I didn't realize you could actually make it a career. So when I was doing some research about what I wanted to do with my life, I found a program. I went to Sheridan College for 2 years for makeup artistry. And at the time, that program was amazing. I believe they still offer it, but it was very well-rounded as it showed you, you took courses in marketing, you took courses in photography, you took courses in how to build your portfolio. So it wasn't just makeup based. It was when you came out, you actually knew how to somewhat start a business for yourself if you wanted to. So yeah, I went to school for 2 years right out of high school. And then after that, I freelanced for years. And that was just taking like odd jobs here and there, doing bridal. I assisted a very well-known artist in Toronto. And just like I would take anything and everything, just try to build my book and get as much experience as possible. I also worked for MAC Cosmetics. And then I was just like, this isn't it. I want to do more. And so I quit Mac and I was like, I don't know where this is going to take me, but I started my own business. And here we are today. We're going to have bi-coastal, like Toronto and BC. So it's been amazing. It's been a journey and it's been amazing. I honestly love what I do so much. So
I love it. And have you taken in like at least every year just to understand how much progress you've made? Like that is incredible within itself. Like, geez.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet. But you know what? I got to attribute it to I have a killer team in Toronto. Like these artists are just phenomenal. And I find the biggest thing for me is you can be an incredibly talented artist, but you got to have that heart and soul. And that's what keeps people coming back, feeling confident, because it's such an intimate experience to have your makeup done with somebody. They're so close in your space that you need to be able to have that trust with someone. And the team that we've built, I am just so thankful for. I had the pleasure of meeting a lot of them back in the day when I worked at Mac. And I just, when you just see something special in someone, you can't let it go. So I
Oh
feel like we
yeah.
built this together because I have people like, I had Paulina do my makeup 2 years ago. Is she available still? And like, we've been together for 5 years. Like the core team has pretty much been together with a couple new additions. Yeah. So it's amazing. The team is just, yeah. So I'm really, really thankful for them. I feel like we've done this together. So yeah, every year, like I try to like, we didn't get to this year with the move and everything, but just to really appreciate them and love them and let them know all the time how thankful I am for them, because it wouldn't be Dawna Boot Beauty without them.
Yes, girl. And I love your team. Oh my God, I love your team. We had, I mean, for Liz's wedding, we had the chance to rock it, I think with Marlene. I think her name was, man.
Yeah.
We were like princesses.
Gold. Right?
So
Yeah. Like it's so like it hurts my heart when I get clients that are like, I've had 3 trials and like I hated all of them, and like it's so much more than just being a talented artist. You have to be able to break it down. You have to be able to communicate with the person, and you have to be able to not take offense if they don't like something. This is their day. This is their face. They want to look how they want to look, and you have to be able to reach that level of communication, break it down, achieve it for them. So yeah, it's not just about, so I feel like our team is so special because it's not just about like being talented, which they all are insanely talented, but they have that heart, which is so important to me. So yeah.
oh yeah. But it's so true though. I love your passion with your career though, because
Thank you.
it really shows, because when you get that energy and you create that environment and then you go put it into someone else, like especially, I mean, makeup is very close. Like you are up close and personal with people.
Right?
So it's very important to, have your breath right and make sure that,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah,
But
definitely. It's very, very like intimate like experience. And with so many clients, we're like, oh, sorry, I didn't do my eyebrows, or sorry, like I didn't wax my mustache. It's like, it's okay. Like, we want our clients to just feel beautiful, whatever makes them feel beautiful. So we really try to break it down and go through photos and images of what do you like of this photo? What do you like of this photo? What do you not like? And then to kind of just map it out together to really get a view of what their vision is. So
yep, absolutely. And do you find that your clientele was based on like referrals for the most part, or did you really use that platform for social media, or how'd you kind of launch it that way?
a lot of the beginning clients were referral, and then Instagram came and just blew it up. Like, say thank you, Instagram. It really is such a great way to market and be able to get out there and share your work and share the work of the team. And it's like a quick, like, oh, do you have any images of your team? It's like, yeah, check out our Instagram, check out our website. Like, Instagram has really, really helped us grow. So
yeah. Oh yeah. And it's crazy how many followers you can get. Like I mean, you have, what do you have? You have like 6,000 something followers.
Yeah,
like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like 6,000
so
people are watching me right now.
Nuts.
It's insane.
Yeah, like, it's nuts, but we get really good feedback, and it's been a really great tool to build our business. So Instagram.
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And it's so funny. People ask me that all the time. They're like, what is the platform that you would use, to educate the public or whatever it is? And I'm like, Instagram.
Yeah.
it's crazy, but it's true.
Yeah. For us too, especially because it's so visual. Like, I know some people really love Twitter, depending on like their choice of field. But for us, visual, because it's such a visual business, Instagram has been amazing for us. So we can put up before and afters of like the work that we've done, so you can actually see a transformation. And Instagram's just really helped us out.
I know. And you think back, you're like, oh man, that was super clutch.
Yeah, like what did we do before? I don't know, but yeah, it's been great. And then
I know,
advertising with certain brands as well. Like, we were in Wedlux for a little bit, and that really helped launch us. Wedlux is a beautiful, beautiful Wedding Magazine. We've been in the Bridal Affair, which is another new one, Delphine. All really beautifully curated magazines, and that helped us as well get our foot out there. So get our name out there. Not our foot, get our name out there.
Yeah, I think it's incredible. And I find actually, like, I use this app, I guess it's called Creator, and it links your Facebook and your Instagram together with your posts, and you can actually pre-make like months and months and months of content.
Oh, nice.
Which is so handy, because secretly, like, I'm not like I like to be on social media, but at the same time, like, I try and steer away from it.
Amazing.
So like I have secretly like 2 months of just content that just goes out at 7 every day, and I don't even have to think about it. Like, it's just there.
Oh, amazing.
Right?
Yep. The tools that they have for us now, it's amazing and so helpful. There's another one called Planoly that's like that as well. Ooh. That I was working on for a bit. So yeah, no, I know, right? Because then otherwise you don't have to sit on it all day, and kind of it just kind of generates it for you, which is super helpful when you're busy.
Oh yeah, because I mean, think about it. Like, you go 3 days and you're like, no, I don't want to go on Instagram.
You need a break.
Or like, like it's like, oh well, yeah, it's like it already did it for me. You can do all the hashtags or whatever.
Just give me a little detox here.
I know, it's so true.
Yeah, oh, mental health. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a tricky one too for everyone during COVID, because I mean, especially you're the exact industry that I was so interested in, because
oof.
How has it been during COVID, especially with all the different weddings, if you are working still with celebrities or whatever, like, that must be so hard.
We've been hit hard, definitely. The whole wedding industry. Oh, and I feel for our brides, because honestly, like, you saw what it was like with Liz. Like, so much goes into planning a wedding, like a year, 2 years, sometimes like more. People put so much effort in, and there's so many little parts to make it add up to this beautiful day. And then all of a sudden, this 300-person wedding that you've planned for 2 years, you can't have it. You have to absorb those feelings and maybe cut it down to 50, or this beautiful wedding we just had this past weekend, down to 10. Oof. Like,
oh damn.
Yeah. And after you spend so much money, and it's definitely been a challenge. I would say 90% of our 2020 brides moved to next year. Mm-hmm. So yeah, 2020 has been a very interesting year financially, let's say.
Yes.
But I mean, it's completely understandable. These brides plan forever, and they want that special day, and they deserve it. So it's a lot of money to put into a special day. So 2021 is going to be major, because we have all of our Saturday, Sunday brides, but now we have our Monday brides, our Wednesday brides, our Thursday brides that are coming from 2020, that are taking the dates that they can, that are available for the venues that they want. So it's going to be a good year, as long as, things hold off with COVID and get better. But yeah, it's been challenging. And like, I feel for my team, and I feel for all the other event industry people out there, because our industry got hit really hard.
Yeah. It's not an easy, like, in general, it's not an easy time, but definitely, like, even for those brides who went through COVID and then they reschedule it till next year, or they said, okay, like, we'll reschedule it till, October, and they get teased with those few months, and then they start prepping again. And it's not even like the prep, it's the financials, like how much money.
It's the financials.
Like, man. And then they got teased again. Yeah. So it's like, I can't even imagine what these girls and just everyone in that situation are going through.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So we've tried to be so extremely lenient with all of our brides. Like, whatever you booked at is what you're going to pay next year. Like, even if our rates increase, like, you will get what you paid for. There's no transfer fees for new days. And if you end up canceling altogether, your deposit goes towards services with our team for 2 years. So you're not going to lose it.
That's awesome.
So we've tried to be super duper flexible and really support our clients, because, it's nobody's fault. This is just a really, really difficult time. Yeah. So, but you know what? I also feel a very good wake-up call for my industry personally, because I've been on set. I have been at bookings where there's been other teens or other artists, and I have seen a lot in my day that I wouldn't want you to do makeup. So it's been in regards to like the cleanliness and now the sanitation that is required. I feel like it's kind of a wake-up call for the industry.
Yeah.
So we pride ourselves like very highly on our sanitation practices anyways. And you know what? I don't think it's a bad thing to have to wear a mask or a face shield while doing someone's makeup now. It just kind of creates that barrier. You don't have to worry. They don't have to worry. But I think it's been a good wake-up call as well.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
For sanitary procedures for a lot of people.
Yeah. And do you find that you have each year, or do you find there's one specific time where you really felt like it was such an incredible moment that you'll never forget with a bride? Like, have you ever had a connection with a bride that you were, like you just had that moment?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't imagine.
We get the best clients. Like, even like our team, like after a wedding, like they're just like vibrating. They're just like, we have the best clients. And I hear it all the time. And recently, actually this past weekend with the wedding that ended up going down to 10 people, I feel like the mother of the bride is my friend. Like, we would have like hour-long conversation. She'd be like, how's your baby? What's going on? Tell me everything. We'd talk about it was just such a connection. And I was just like, I just wish I could have been there personally for her, but they were in Toronto and obviously I can't fly right now with so close to the baby. But, Marlene and Nadia, everybody took really good care of them. But it was just like, every time I would talk to the girls about this family, I'm just like, you guys are so lucky to be able to work with this beautiful family. And we have so many clients like that I feel like I have like friends like now from working with certain brides. Like, there's this whole Egyptian community, and they are the most beautiful people inside and out. And I have done so many of their weddings, and every time it's just like a family reunion, like hugs and just like keeping up, and they still message me on Instagram, and it's just so nice. It really is. It's because I think it's such an intimate experience, and you're so close, and you're spending like at least a good hour and a half with each woman. You really get to kind of know them. You kind of become like almost like a therapist. Like, they feel safe with you, so close to their face that they'll tell you things maybe you wouldn't expect, and it's been able to build like a really special bond. And we've had really good clients, I gotta say. We really, really do. So, lots of special moments over the years. Definitely.
Oh, and I love how it's so organic. That's the cutest thing. Like, I think when you have that advantage to build that connection in such a short time, but also it's so natural because they have that positive energy with you, and it's just, it would be very cool.
It is. Cool. It's a lot of communication, like leading up, like we'll do your trial and we'll spend some time with you then. And then if we do your bridal shower, or if we do your engagement photos, we get to see you again and talk about that. And then when we're there with your wedding, we're there for a couple hours. And it's so much more than just like makeup and hair. Like, it's like, we're there to like be your fairy godmothers and like help you. And oh, you need something? Okay, we're gonna grab it for you. Like, don't like, we just, especially if we're on a full day booking, which we do offer like full day services. It literally, we become like your fairy godmother. Like, we are just keeping track of any and all little things that you could possibly need. So it really you just develop this like, organic, special bond. And I think that's just what keeps me coming back time and time again. It's so much more than a job. It doesn't feel like work. Like, it's like a privilege,
Yes.
to work with these brides and these clients. So
I love that feeling. Oh my gosh, I really do. And I think it's really cool when you can start your day with being like more excited about your job versus being like, I have to go to do another shift.
Right?
It's like, no, it's like it's so different. It's unreal. Yeah.
You're up, you're energized, you're ready. Like, we've had very, very special clients over the year. Like, we have one client that we see regularly, and like, she's invited us up to her cottage for like family weekends. Like, it's so special because, they put so much trust in you. Like, a lot of the times you're coming into these people's home, and they're trusting you in their home. around their family, around their children. Like it's a big job. And when somebody puts that much trust in you, it's such a privilege, honestly. Like I just, makes me teary eyed. I love my job. I love it so much.
I like when someone's passion comes out, man. And I told the story in my first season is that, I think I had the chance to speak at Georgian College in front of like all these health students. And once they all,
remember that.
yeah, like once they all started to come in, I was like, ooh, there's a lot of people. But like, it came out to like 200 people, but I had a moment on the stage and I was looking at my summary of what I've done thus far in my career, and I started choking up. And it's crazy because that's why I love to ask, entrepreneurs if they've taken that time to really understand how successful they have been thus far, because I don't honestly think I did. And man, I was just like, oh man, keep it together. Like, but at the same time, you're like, wow, like, gee, this is
good for
I'm doing what I want to do.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
A little pat on the
exactly.
back here. Because you're so consumed with what you're doing and how to grow, to like step back and really take a look at how far you've come. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. I know. And it's cool to see, like, even with your coworkers, I think it's beautiful because, even the people you went to school with, maybe like you see that you all started in the same program, and then everyone literally scattered into all different types of specialties and all that stuff. And I think that's so beautiful because regardless of if you graduated with C's, A's, D's, whatever it is, you can excel in whatever you want to do depending on how motivated you are. So I love that. That's so cool.
So true. So true. It's so true. It's amazing. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely. And do you have like a favorite clientele? Like, do you have like a one type of clientele that's like, ooh, I can't wait,
Oh, you know what? I absolutely have a favorite. I love doing weddings, but you know what? I am a hopeless romantic. I have, like I still watch The Little Mermaid and bawl my eyes out. Like I just love, like and to have that feeling in the morning when you're surrounded by like this person's favorite people, this person's family, and the energy is just, it's a little bit nervous, it's super excited, and just to see all the pieces come together, like you don't get that anywhere else. You don't get that. And like especially if we get to witness like a first look, or like when we get to like be there half day and watch the bit of the ceremony, it's just so special. Like I am just in the back crying for these people because they're just so happy. Like I am a hopeless romantic. So I would say I love doing brides. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. But that's so cool though. You get to enjoy everyone's dream day
over and
every
over.
day.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Like,
and it never gets old. Like there is so many talented vendors out there that the things that I've seen, like, oh, it's just incredible. So it's never the same twice. So it's always something new and always new clients. And the beautiful part of it is a lot of the time it's not just your wedding's over and we don't see you again. Like we'll see you when you get pregnant. We'll see you for like a family's birthday party. Like we've been there on the biggest day of your life, and now we kind of have like a little imprint in your heart, and we still get to see you for other events if you want. So it's great. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Which is super cute though, because you get to see their whole journey, which is beautiful.
Yeah, it's so special.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so we're really lucky. Yeah, I do. I love it so much. I love it.
So, when you decided to take the leap going coast to coast, what was that like business wise for you? Like what was your thoughts, going into it?
We had been looking to make a change for about a year before we decided where we were going to go. Like I love Toronto. I love the GTA, but with my son, we wanted to slow it down a little bit, family wise, raise him somewhere more outdoorsy. He's very outdoorsy. and somewhere we can still do, my husband what he does and me what I do. So we live about an hour outside of Vancouver, right between Vancouver and Whistler. I mean, you can't get any better.
That's a dream, man.
Right? It's beautiful. Like, we have weddings Whistler, weddings Vancouver. We have clients across the sea to sky. And so Vancouver, or I live in a town called Squamish now, but BC was very high on our radar, and somewhere I thought that, I could still excel in my business and still keep Toronto going. And that was the plan, and it was working out great. And then COVID hit and everything kind of closed down. But at the same time with COVID, you know what, as crazy as 2020 has been, I'm also very grateful because I am pregnant right now, nearing the end of this pregnancy, and it has not been a very easy pregnancy. I've been sick throughout. I was supposed to come back to Toronto, back and forth, almost every single month, flying for brides. I couldn't have done it. So with everything being moved around and slowed down, I've really taken this time to just really focus on my son, focus on my family. And it was hard in the beginning because I am a workaholic. But my husband said, he's like, Dawna, you're never going to get this time again. Like, you are never going to have this time with Ben. Once things ramp up again, you're going to be working like crazy. So enjoy it, take it, enjoy this pregnancy, and just slow down a little bit. And I was like, you know what, you're right. Like, it's crazy. So the plan is to kind of get things going for a spring 2021 launch here in BC. But we're still ramped up in Toronto, moving things over and getting inquiries in 2021 in Toronto. So Toronto's great. And the team that I have there, I'm so confident in that it doesn't change the fact that I'm not there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's great because you can rely on them. And, it is super amazing that you did look at the positives, during COVID, because I think it was actually really important. Like, I agree. I don't have an off switch, which I need to forever work on. And it is hard because when you're driven and you love what you do, it doesn't honestly matter how much time you spend on it. And I think what COVID really brought out of, everyone, but mostly entrepreneurs, is taking that time to edit their website, taking their time to reevaluate the importance of their business, reevaluate funds and how much you should spend on certain things and should not spend on certain things. And, and
exactly. And if you can pivot in a different kind of way to make, like, I was considering doing more online, but I was so sick, it just didn't happen. But if you can pivot into like another stream of income during, like, it really makes you sit back and think, like, what can I bring during this time, but what can I also give to myself during this time?
Which is hard, man. Like, I know, because you're pregnant, so I can't even imagine how much harder it would have been for you. But it's hard, man, to just, by the second month, you're like, okay, I want to go for a walk, but they're telling me, like, I can't go for a walk, but it's healthy to go outside for a walk. So I'm not going to go for a walk. And it's like, hang on, please.
It's been great. Oh, it's just been, and now with Toronto reverting again back to stage 2, regressing back, that's like the last little bit of our clients hanging on to November and October. They're just like, forget it. Like, if we can move it, we'll move it, or we'll try to change it. And it's been tough, but
I know. And it's crazy because then you get the whole wave of, like, I have clients right now, and it's crazy how many engagements happened during COVID. They're like, screw it, we're still going to propose. I mean, it was in the cards or whatever it was, or like, I have clients who told me last month that they are pregnant, and it's like, all right, COVID, you nailed it.
It's like, like what the saying going around in our industry is, love is not canceled. So for those brides and those clients that are still going through with it, I really admire them. And because at the end of the day, you're still marrying your soulmate at the end of the day, right? So it's not about,
What's the difference?
right? In front of 300 people or 10 of your closest.
Yep. Oh, I love that quote. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Love is not canceled.
Not canceled. People, love is still in the air.
Love is in the air. Love is everywhere.
I
It's around
know.
you. It's been tough, but we're in it together, right? At the end of the day, we're all in it together. So
It's true. Do you get any Halloween stuff? Do
yeah.
you have ever people asking
Oh
about
yeah.
Halloween makeup?
Yeah. Yeah. We have
Oh, what kind of stuff?
we've done Beetlejuice, vampires. A lot of it's like very glamorous makeup. Sometimes we get asked for like zombies and stuff like that, but most of the time it's like really super glamorous. So like I'm gonna be a really hot cat. Can you like do you know what I mean? So once in a while we get like to go crazy, right? Or a leopard, or like those are fun, but once in a while we get to do like the really crazy, crazy stuff. But because I think we're so well known for beauty that that's what people will come to if they're doing like in more of like a sexy costume, they'll come to us to get their glam done for that. But once in a while we'll do all the blood
Yes.
and scars, and because two of our artists actually teach makeup at Humber, and they'll teach like a special effects little bit, like a fantasy program as well, like once it gets into like the third semester.
Oh
So
my gosh.
yeah, we got a really well-versed team.
That's so cool.
They're amazing.
Oh
So
my gosh. That's
yeah.
cool.
And it's kind of fun, like so like out of your comfort zone when you're, you get to like push the envelope a little bit to something you don't get to do all the time. So it's really fun creatively.
Oh, absolutely. And do you find that like, I've seen you, I guess I've kind of seen you on both sides. Like I've seen you obviously with no makeup, and then I've seen you like the glamorous Dawna. So like do you find like I mean it's true, but do you find that you wear like makeup all the time, or do you find like by like most of the time it's just like no, I'm not going to put any makeup on?
A lot of the time it's no, I'm not going to put any makeup on. Definitely for work and on the days that I want a little boost, because I just feel like it just really gives you that little bit of confidence, that little something where you're just like, it's a quick and easy 5 minutes. Like maybe I put a bit of bronzer or lip gloss, but it just like lifts and elevates your mood. So on days when I'm feeling a little extra tired, I'll pop something on. But a lot of the time, lately anyway, especially with COVID and staying home, it's not been so much, but it does. It just makes you feel good, and it doesn't have to be a lot. A little bit of mascara, do your brows, put a gloss on, and it just really just pumps you up. So
oh girl, I put on mascara, which is really the most basic stuff, and I'm like, damn, I'm ready.
Right? Yes, those
it's
lashes
so pathetic,
just
but
pop. You just know it elevates your mood. It just makes you feel so good. So yeah, I do. I love makeup, and I just always love experimenting with like new brands, and it's so hard to keep up because there's always new brands, new products, all kinds of stuff coming out. So obviously I have like my favorite things that are like tried and true, but I always love to explore new things too.
Yeah. So how do you know what's good for a person, like in regards to makeup? Like what are like signature things that you do to say like, oh, this is their color, or this is the brand that I should use on them? Like, how do you know that stuff?
A lot. Well, you know what? A lot of it's trial and error in the beginning when you're first learning, and experimenting. Like when I was first doing makeup, I would sit anybody in my chair anytime and do your makeup for free. I want to see what this looks like on you. I want to see, does this change on you? Does this last on you morning to night? Like it's a lot of trial and error with products. And then as you build up, your trust in your brands, you know what's going to work for you for, say, somebody with acneic skin versus somebody with really dry skin. So you use different products, and you get to know and build and trust your kit over time. And then if there's something new that comes out, I'll always buy it. I'll purchase one for me to try. If it's something that I like and I feel is going to work really well in my kit, then I'll get another one and add it to my kit. But yeah, it's a lot of trial and error and a lot of research just to see, what are the ingredients are, because a lot of people are preferring more green beauty now, more clean beauty, which is so nice.
Yes. Thank God.
Right? I know. You don't want all that kind of like junky stuff on your skin, especially if you're going to be wearing it every day. So Yeah, but a lot of it for sure is definitely trial and error. So, and research, lots of research.
Yeah, exactly. No, it really is, because it's once you kind of figure that out, it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But you know, I'm sure in your industry, like you have so many people who are like, okay, I have to ask you a question or like a beauty tip or whatever. So I have
Yeah,
some random things that
awesome.
I got people to come and like tell me if it's true or false. So a few of them are, is sunscreen good in makeup?
Okay, for every day, fine. You can definitely wear it. However, for days that you are going to be photographed, depending on like the thickness of it, how much sunscreen is in that, it can cause a flashback if you're using flash photography. So for every day,
Okay.
it's great because it's one less step that you have to worry about if it's already in your makeup. But for flash photography, it can cause like a little bit of like a whitish flashback in the photos. So we don't really use anything with sunscreen.
Okay, good to know. Is organic products always the best?
No, not always. It depends. Like it does take a rigorous solution to be able to claim an organic product. But if you're allergic to something and you're using it and it's still in that product, it's not going to work for you. So, I mean, it depends. It really depends on what the product is, where the product's going on your face, who the brand is that's creating it. So I wouldn't say always, but organic and clean aren't always the same thing either. So
it's so true.
yeah,
You never know.
It's a very fine line with cosmetics. Yeah, it's a very, very fine line. And I mean, you only have to have, I believe it's, don't quote me, but I think it's 75% of what's in a organic beauty product has to be claimed as organic. So there's still that 25% that could be, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that. That 25% could be coming from anywhere, you know? So
yeah, it's the same as food. It's like if there's like 2% even that are organic products within it, it counts as organic. So
yeah,
I agree. It's
yeah.
a very weird thing.
There is, though, in Toronto, an amazing place for clean beauty called the Detox Market. You want anything like brands like RMS are amazing for clean beauty. They've really done a lot of research and taken time to make like a good quality clean makeup line. So Detox Market if you're looking. Yeah.
I will definitely take note when I feel like doing something with my face.
Fair enough.
Speaking of cleaning, so something that 3 people actually said for a question was, is bronzer or eyeshadows need to be thrown out after a certain amount of time?
Okay, if it's a powder product, you have a lot more time with it. If it's a cream product, there's usually a 24, like on the bottom, they'll have like a little, it looks like a little open jar and they'll say 24. That means you can have it for 24 months, which is usually about 2 years. Sometimes you'll see 12 months, depending on what the ingredients are. Cream product, obviously, if it's a cream bronzer or cream eyeshadow, it can develop bacteria a lot quicker because it's moist, there's emollients in it. If it's a powder product, there's really no transfer unless you're going in with like a really wet brush. So powder bronzer, powder shadows, you can have for a long time. Anything cream, you want to just be careful that there's no transfer of bacteria, especially if you're putting it around your eyes. That's why they say with mascara, it's like a 3-month shelf life because you're going into your eyes every day. It's an emollient product, whatever. If you have something on your eyelashes or on your eye or a sty, and you're putting it back in, you're gonna continue to have trouble. So anything cream or emollient, I'd say 12 to 24 months is good. That's lipsticks, cream blushes, cream shadows, cream bronzers. Mascara is definitely a 3-month toss away, even if you're not finished it. You could sit there and just grow a bunch of unhealthy things you don't want to be putting on your eyes. But anything powder,
I definitely don't want that.
No, you don't. Like help your I've seen crazy things you don't want to even lashes falling out and stuff. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. It's not pretty.
Stop.
Yeah.
No.
And you'll know, like, especially lipstick and mascara, like once it's past its point, like you can smell it and you'll smell that there's something funky going on. Time to check it. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe those people need to use it a lot more often.
Right? My mom.
So it runs out.
My mom is so funny because when I was first getting into makeup, I was like, Mom, we need to clean out your stash. Like you have some old stuff. And I was like, can't you smell this? Like, smell it. Like, this has gone bad. And she's like, oh, that's what my mom's purse used to smell like. So I just thought it was normal.
Oh,
I'm like, no. We need to check that. Like, don't put that on again.
oh my God. Fun
Yeah.
fact, your eyelashes may be falling off.
Yeah. If your mascara is too old and there's bacteria in there, yeah, get rid of it. Don't test. Don't even
Oh my gosh.
try it. Yeah.
Okay, two more questions. So the second last one is about brushes. So
Yeah.
the person is wondering about how often do you need to clean the brush or the sponges if you're like always using it for foundation?
So for personal use, I would say if you can clean it weekly, amazing. Bi-weekly, definitely. Because again, there's cream. If it's a cream product or emollient-based product, that's going to be living in your foundation and living in your foundation brush that's been going on your face on top of your moisturizers or anything else that's there. So if you can clean it weekly, amazing. Bi-weekly, definitely. Clarifying shampoo you can use like an amazing brush cleaner from Cinema Secrets. It's just like a 99%, 99.9, I believe, antibacterial, and it's just like a liquid. You just dip your brushes in it, give it a good swirl, get so much product out, lay it flat to dry, it'll be ready in the morning. But yeah, you want to, if you're personal use, definitely that often. We wash our brushes after every single client, so, and we have like a rigorous brush cleaning schedule, so to make sure, especially now we really detox the brushes, so yeah.
Oh yeah, keep it clean, boys and girls.
Keep it clean. And even the beauty blenders or the sponges, you may want to do that. Like, I don't know about after every single use, but I would say for sure maybe every week, just so it doesn't get all gunked up and yucky.
Oh yeah, man, those things get nasty. I mean, I'm not going to expose the person who I'm thinking about, but it needs to be clean, girl. Oh man.
Public service announcement, clean your beauty blender. Yeah, it absorbs a lot of product. You don't want to be putting that back on, because then you're going to be wondering like, why am I breaking out? Why do I have blemishes? Like, and it's because your brushes are dirty.
Yeah, girl.
Wash them.
Please, for our sake.
Wash them. Please.
Oh man. But the last question, which was probably the most common, was how does the layer system work when you put on makeup in regards to like the foundations and the bronzers? Because everything is so different these days, and now they're switching it up. So what is your suggestion?
I would do moisturizer, eye cream, lip balm. So prep your skin. Make sure that it's healthy, glowing first before you put anything else on it. If you're oily or you have larger pores, you may want to use a primer because it's going to help adhere the foundation to your skin. Give that a couple minutes to kind of settle in. And then foundation. Let's do foundation first all over. And then whatever your foundation doesn't cover, you can go in with a concealer. There's no point in putting concealer all over first and then wiping it off when you put your foundation on with a brush or a sponge and then having to put more concealer. So foundation, then concealer. And then if you want to do a powder, you could do a powder. You don't have to. Then I would probably do a bronzer just to warm up the cheekbones, bronzer or contour, a blush, then a highlighter. If this is like if we're going for a full face.
Girl, you tell me.
Right? But however, if you were going to do a smoky eye, I would change it. If you're doing a smoky eye, I would prep your skin with moisturizer, primer, lip balm, eye cream, everything like that. But I wouldn't go in with concealer or foundation yet. From there, I would go right into the eyes, because if there's fallout and you have all your beautiful concealer and foundation on, you're going to have to be wiping it off if all this black eyeshadow is now mixing in with it. So if you are going to do a smokier eye, do your eyes first and then your face. But if you're going to do more natural look, everyday look, you can do your foundation, bronzer, blush, highlight, and then do maybe like a light shadow on the lid, liner, mascara, good to go.
Oh, girl, I am ready for Halloween. I think I want to go out now.
Right? You're going to have to. What are you going to be? What's your costume?
I'm going to be COVID. No, I'm just kidding. Oh God.
I just love it.
Oh man. No, I gotta go pick up my nieces. So I gotta come up with a look. I'm not sure. Like I have my little cliche ready, like Red Riding Hood outfit and like
cute
stuff. So I'm like, I don't know, I could be a cute aunt, you know.
Take him out, why not? Go for it. Oh, bundle up though. It's gonna be cold over there.
Honestly, if it's not cold, it's raining. It's so strange at Halloween.
I know.
It's so weird. But do you have one tidbit to finish off with for entrepreneurs? Do you have one suggestion that, really helps you through your journey as an entrepreneur?
I would say if you're struggling and you're not sure kind of where to take your business and how to elevate your business, look into hiring a business coach. I did that when I got out here. Her name is Danielle. I can send you the link. She is a powerhouse when it comes to business. Like the thoughts that this woman has, I'm just like, where do you, like, it blows my mind. Like she elevated us so much in such a short period of time, because it's so hard sometimes when you're so involved in the business to like take a step back and see where you can grow and the things you're missing out on. So I would say definitely invest in your business. Invest in a coach, invest in somebody that can give you, an outsider perspective and help elevate your business, because it is priceless. It is priceless, the return you can get on that. So I'll link you to Danielle because she's incredible.
Yes.
But yeah, I would say don't be afraid to invest in your business, because so many times it's just like, okay, especially when you're an entrepreneur, you're not sure when your next client's coming, you're not sure, but you got to be able to spend the money on yourself to make the money, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And there's things that you may not even consider that are just like, holy smokes, like game changers. So that in the last year has been something that I've definitely learned. I was so afraid for so long. Yeah, to really just like branch out.
Yeah, well, that's good, because I wouldn't even think to get a business coach. Like I didn't even know there are business coaches out there. So that's wicked.
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible. Like she's amazing. And I really hope to work with her again next year. Once things kind of ramp up, because she really did a number for us. Yeah, she was amazing. So definitely I would say invest in your business, invest in yourself. You put so much time and so much energy into it. And it's like your passion, your baby, you gotta take care of it. You got to help it grow. And sometimes you need that outsider perspective.
Oh, wait, I couldn't agree more. Honestly, I could not agree more. My best friend is my journal and my big whiteboard, and I'm like, what's next? Or, you take that journal conversation with someone and they take you to a whole nother idea, and you're like, holy crap, why did I not think of that? But it's because you're so locked into that mindset. It's
true. It's true. Yeah.
I love that.
For sure. Yeah. Invest in your business, invest in yourself. It can only, be a positive experience. So it can only grow.
Heck yeah.
Right, girl?
Yes. And honestly, thank you so much for being on this podcast. And, from us to you, we really love your journey, and you've got such a sick journey. I have to say, man, like I am so inspired by what you do. And, guys, if you do want to link or have a conversation with Dawna, you can always go to her Instagram at Dawna Boot Makeup. And I'm sure she'll probably be down to have a conversation.
Oh yeah, hit me up anytime. Anytime, for sure. Definitely. Beautiful. Got any beauty questions, you let me know. We're here to support.
Yes.
So. Thank you for having me. This was so fun.
Absolutely.
So proud of you. This is just incredible that you have your own podcast. Like, thank you for having me on. It was such an honor. Way to go, girl.
Thank you. And, I wish you all the best in anything that you do in your career. Okay, girl.
Thank you, sweetheart. I'm right back at you. Right back at you.